Just kind of making a tour of some of my enclosures so I can share them with some people. This is Fuji, my leucistic eastern black rat snake. He's in a dubia 4x2x2, most of my snakes are. I moved away from using fake leaves to using more cork bark stuff for coverage and whatnot. I try to utilize all the sides and top of my enclosure and everything. As you can see, there's a bunch of ledges in here all around. Got some hanging coconuts. He likes to sit in them when he's about to shed. And he's got some side hides here, as you can see. That's his favorite one right there. Hey buddy, how you doing? He's always in his side hide up there. Up back here you can see we've got two sky hides up there. They're on removable mounts, so they slide in and out. You can also see these leaves I have up there, which my snakes all love. They're all zip tied in, and they can climb on these. And I get a nice little canopy going up around there. For lighting, it's a little messy, but we've got deep heat projector, halogen, we've got a LED, we've got UVB, things running off Herbstat 2 and timers. So this is Fuji's enclosure, bunch of climbing opportunities. He's always climbing around, he's always burrowing in this. I mean, you can kind of see there's all sorts of tunnels around. If we lift up his humid hide here, which everybody gets humid hides, you can see some tunnelings down in there. Doesn't really show up on camera, but he's a very funny guy to watch. He's always cruising around this thing on his bridge, his side hide, and his sky hides, and his coconut going through the cork bark. So that is Fuji's enclosure. We'll move on to the next. Dude, you gotta pay to use this bridge. It ain't free. It ain't free. Silly butt. This is Tequila's enclosure. He's my 2.5-year-old green tree python. You can see him just kind of chilling up there. I keep him on puppy pads, just keeps the humidity perfect. Repti chips just sprinkled on whenever I change them out because it looks a lot nicer than just being completely sterile. He's got some fake plants in here. There's another fake plant holder up there and on the side, so I can completely cover this thing for privacy if I want to. He's got a little elevated water bowl there and down there, and he's got his big water bowl over here where he kind of just perches right under it in this area. A neat thing about him is he's got this sky hide up here. You can't really see it in the video, but most green tree pythons aren't offered any hides at all, but my guy loves his sky hide. He'll spend a week in there at a time sometimes, and then sometimes he just stays perched. It's a very simple, very straightforward, sterile setup. He's got UVB up there with his ReptiRad heat panel. Again, running off another Herbstat. I'd show it to you, but there's too much plants in the way. So, pretty simple, easy setup. Very easy to maintain the humidity and temps in this. It honestly doesn't get any easier than this as far as keeping snakes goes. This is Lily's enclosure, my baby Vietnamese blue beauty. She's only a couple months old. All my rat snake enclosures are pretty much the same. You know, we've got UVB, LED, basking halogen, DHP for night. Cut out through this little PVC top panels. And again, we have a bunch of canopy up here. Dropping stuff. Sky hides. Elevated ledges back there, more cork rounds. Since she's a baby, she's got a little bit more coverage and things. She's up there in one of her sky hides, I believe. I don't know if I can pull her out or not. We'll see. It's kind of tucked in there pretty good right now. I need to adjust my vine. There we go. Oh, hey Lily, did I wake you up? So, see her a little bit better there. Oh, she's in blue. That's why you're being a little reclusive. You're ready to go shed. I'm sorry to disturb you. See you later, Lily. All right, we'll move on to the next one. All right, moving on to my Rhino rat snake, Zal. I like to call him Zalifer. He's up there, hiding in his sky hide. Again, all my snakes love just being up top. You'd think they're all fully arboreal. Kind of speed running these because you've seen one rat snake enclosure of mine. You've seen them all. Just again, kind of more cork bark. He's a little sparse. Oh, had a little fresh poop down there. He's a little sparse. I could put another cork bark down there, but again, he's always up top, so. He loves just cruising around this. Let's see if we can pull him out there. Hey, buddy. This guy is my absolute favorite boy. He's so sweet. Kind of hard to film. Yeah, what's up, dude? But this guy is just an absolute sweetheart. He's about 2.5 years old, give or take. He's the calmest guy that I own. He loves just cruising around and hanging out. He'll sit on your hand in the same spot for a good 10 or 15 minutes if you're just chilling with him outside. So, put you back, buddy, because I got to keep filming. Yeah, I know. See you later, dude. Can't leave. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Moving on to the next one, but still seeing this little guy. He just doesn't want to leave. This guy cracks me up. He wants to come out every single day, same time every day. He'll be waiting for me to take him out. He's so funny. Moving on to the next guy, who we're not going to take the doors off of. It's my Blue Baron's Racer, which is actually waiting to go to a friend of mine. She's going to give him his forever home. This guy is very neat. He is always out on display. Again, same enclosure, same setup as all my rat snakes. Dude, what are you looking at? You checking them out? But yeah, pretty simple, straightforward. This guy's always in his sky hides. He's always basking. He likes his little coconut out there on that ledge. And believe it or not, for probably the most arid species, he is always in his humid hide all the time. He loves that thing. So that's the Baron's Racer. We gotta do something, buddy. You can't just keep staring at him. All right, we'll go on to the little babies. Here are the pair of little baby black rat snakes. What's up, buddy? What are you doing in there? Silly butt. Pretty simple, straightforward setup. Just 25 watt heat light and 35 watt deep heat projector on a herpstat, and I don't recommend it, but I'm piggybacking those both off of Y splitters to run both of these enclosures because the wattage is so low it doesn't really matter. Again, wouldn't recommend it though. Pretty simple. 2 hides, hot, cold, cork bark around. This little guy who's trying to escape, he's got a little bit more of a stacked enclosure. Bunch more cork bark in there. He's a little bit younger by a couple months. Same breeder though. Come on, buddy. You don't want to get out. Yeah, great little enclosure. This guy loves his cork bark. He's got a little cork bark kingdom in here. I need to black his sides out, but he doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, we got a little hide back there. Got a little hide over here on the hot side too. He's always just out chilling on the cork bark, basking and stuff. So that ends the tour. I'm gonna get this guy back in before he falls out. Come on, buddy. I really like this guy. He's super calm. Great eater. Anyways, that's my tour. Hope you enjoyed all the enclosures. Dude, what are you doing? It's not feeding time. Why are you always so hungry?